right now. Pittsburgh's best sports show is about to begin. Call us or tweet us. We've got things to talk about on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call, powered by FanDuel Sportsbook.
All right, thanks a lot, Royce, and thank you for tuning into the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call, powered by FanDuel Sportsbook. And you can give us a call tonight on the Borders and Borders hotline at 412-575-2600. A couple big Steelers move. The Pirates made a minor move, but a surprising move, designating Kyle Crick for assignment. He was the guy that was part of that deal with Andrew McCutchen, Brian Reynolds, and Kyle Crick for Andrew McCutchen. He had an up-and-down career, up-and-down season. A lot of good, maybe early on, but I think more bad, Chris. I was surprised that they designated a guy like Kyle Crick for assignment. At least I thought maybe you could get something for him. I mean, he's been in high-leverage situations, anything, a minor leaguer. And I guess they can still try to work out a trade at this point in time when he has to try to clear waivers.
I mean, are you all right, Richie? Is your Bucko fever breaking? You didn't even say hello.
Hey, Chris. Thanks. I just saw you pop up.
Me right into
I just saw
here.
you pop up. Chris, I'm glad you could join us on the other side over there at the 93.7 The Fan Cam. I do want to get into this celebrity softball thing that we played in that I guess everyone's hammering Pony. I heard you guys on the radio today.
Bomb. Yeah, he gave up a bomb apparently to a guy named Joey Molinaro.
I was playing second when the guy hit it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Well, you didn't help Pony out, it sounds like. He was blaming his defense. Kendrick Green, there was nobody calling anybody off in the infield.
I did not get one ball hit to me. Not one. Not one ball was hit to me.
Well, they feared you. Can you tell me, because all I saw was the side angle, how impressive was the moonshot that Pony gave up?
Yeah, it was pretty impressive. It just kept flying. I heard he was pretty good in batting practice. I didn't see him. I don't know how good of a player he is. I talked to him for a little bit. I didn't really know him that well. I know him that he's a barstool guy, right? But I mean, he just
does impressions. Apparently, he did his impression of Babe Ruth or somebody off a Pony. By the way, before I forget, we've got I ran into a very loyal viewer of the show who says the Sports Call is basically his favorite sports show in the entire city. Joe P. down in Baldwin.
Okay.
I wanted to give him a shout out. He is a huge fan, so much so, Richie, his wife gets mad at him that he stays up late to watch the show, but he doesn't stop. He's got a sports call habit. He's got a sports call fever. And the only prescription is more sports call.
More sports call. We love you, Joe P. Thanks.
Anyway, yes. You know what was the best part about Pony in this softball game real quick? I mean, frankly, we could talk about Kyle Crick if you want to. The guy threw a bunch of really good sliders.
I was just talking about
Well, he couldn't throw the ball over the plate, and apparently, here, I'll tell you the scoop here. Couldn't throw the ball over the plate lately, which makes that wipeout slider that has such a great spin rate not that good because no one's going to swing at it if they're ahead in the count. And apparently, according to our own Jeff Hathorn, Crick wasn't particularly loved in that clubhouse, which might show you that they were just willing to make a move to get him off their hands and didn't really care. He's going to get claimed by somebody. He's not going to pass through waivers, I would think. So he's done as a Pirate, and it just seems like they were done with him. I mean, how useful really is a reliever that maybe has soured his relationships in that room when he's not even pitching that well? If he was pitching great, I could understand it, but he's not, so that maybe more explains this. Anyway, the softball game. I heard Pony was trying to get tendencies in batting practice. Like he was trying to see where guys like the ball, and then he was nibbling the corners like he was slow-pitch Tom Glavine in the actual game.
He was. He was. Like when we had the home run derby, he asked me where I wanted the pitch. He threw it inside the Molinaro. He threw it inside to him, and the guy just hammered it out of the park. I don't know how good of a baseball player this Joey Molinaro is. But he looks like he has a decent softball swing, so maybe he's playing in a lot of these pickup games.
Wait. Who is doing pickup softball games in this day? What, people are just saying, hey, come meet me down at the local softball field and let's get a game together? Maybe he's playing in a lot of these celebrity charity games across the country.
He claimed
it was his first game in 10 years. He claims it was his first game in 10 years that he's played in. That was what he said on Twitter.
Oh, was it? Oh. More than me.
He also blocks Pony on Twitter. So he blocks Pony on Twitter for God knows what reason.
And the dude crushed one.
And he took him ridiculously deep. And he crushed one.
You know
I mean,
what?
That's a tough combo platter right there, Richie.
Look, I'll give the guy a little bit of credit. It was a shot. It was the only one over the fence, but it barely cleared the fence, okay? I mean, it went over the fence, and it's harder to hit a softball over the fence than a baseball, but it barely cleared it. I mean, it was way over where our home run line was.
That's like barely winning. Richie, come on. That's like barely winning the lottery. Did you win the lottery or not?
But you know what?
Well, you know, I won the lottery, but barely.
But you know what? Pony was pitching a really good game. Kendrick Green dropped the ball. The Deontay Johnson popped up, and he dropped it. Went right off his glove, fell down, and then Joey Molinaro hit one over the fence. And then the next batter popped one up behind Kendrick Green, in between Kendrick Green and Julius Page, who was playing right field. And I was running over. I could have had it from second base. But
why didn't you call him off?
You're
the middle infielder there.
Someone called me off. It's Julius Page's ball. So I got called off. So I slowed down. I thought they were going to, and it just dropped right in between them.
Richie, I'm gonna be straight with you here, man. I mean, I have a great job. I get to just spew opinions and rarely have to formulate relationships with guys in locker rooms. Like, I go in there when we're allowed to go into these places and try to talk to people occasionally. You're a reporter, man. You've got to have Kendrick Green on your side so he'll talk to you. You might have to have somebody else on your side.
He was on my side. We played right next to each other. I don't know whose photo was.
I mean, figuratively.
He told me,
Richie. You've got to have him on your side. He's going to be mad at you. Deontay Johnson won't want. What, another drop for Deontay Johnson and you're airing him out here? This could be problematic, Richie.
Kendrick Green played baseball through high school. He was like an all-section player, he was telling me. So, hey, it was a fun game.
The way you're describing his play, it sounds like it was a pretty small section.
It might have been. I don't know how many players they had in that league, but. You know, it was a great event. It was one of those best charity softball games I've ever played in. They raised a ton of money. A ton of Steelers were there signing autographs. A lot of people showed up for it. It was a really good event. Hopefully they invite me back next year. I think they're going to try to do it again. So it was definitely a great event, and I know they raised a decent amount of money for the Hayward House.